The lion had already won. That's what everyone watching thought. The zebra was down, dust was rising, the predator's jaws were locked in. And then a man ran straight into the middle of it. No vehicle, no weapon, just his body between a lion and its kill. The tourists in the jeep couldn't breathe. Nobody moved, nobody spoke, because what they were watching shouldn't have been possible. It started like any other morning in Kruger National Park. The golden grass was still cool from the night before. A small herd of zebras grazed near a dry riverbed, heads low, tails swishing. Ranger Dion Ferreira had been doing this route for 11 years. He knew every trail, every tree, every animal by behavior. But today felt different. He radioed it in before he even saw anything. Something's off out here. Then the grass exploded. A male lion, massive, battle-scarred, one of the oldest in the reserve, burst from cover at full speed. The herd scattered in every direction. But one zebra stumbled. A young female, her back left leg buckled on a hidden rock. One wrong step, that's all it took. The lion was on her in seconds. She went down hard. Dust filled the air like smoke. The tourists gasped. Someone started crying. This was nature. This was real, and there was nothing anyone could do. Or so they thought. Dion hit the brakes. He was out of the vehicle before it fully stopped. His colleagues screamed his name. He didn't look back, because in 11 years, Dion had never seen a zebra fight like this one was fighting. She wasn't giving up. She was thrashing, screaming, that haunting zebra cry that sounds almost human, kicking with everything she had left. And then Dion saw something that stopped his heart. A tiny shape in the grass, 20 feet away, barely visible. A foal, newborn, still wet, legs too weak to stand. The zebra wasn't just fighting for herself. She was fighting for her baby. She had given birth right here, right now, in the middle of the most dangerous place on earth. And the lion didn't know yet, but he would, soon. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button at the bottom right corner of your screen. You don't want to miss how this ends. Dion didn't think. He reacted. He grabbed the only thing in reach, a thick branch from the ground, and he ran straight at a 400-pound lion, shouting, waving, making himself enormous. Every training manual says don't do this. Every instinct in a sane human says don't do this. Dion did this. The lion looked up. His amber eyes locked onto Dion's. For 3 full seconds, an eternity, neither of them moved. The tourists watched in absolute silence. One man quietly said, "God help him." Then something happened that no one expected. The lion stepped back. Not because he was afraid. Lions don't fear men. He stepped back because Dion held his ground without flinching. In that ancient, wordless language between predator and challenger, Dion had spoken, and the lion had listened. The great cat turned his head slowly, looked at the zebra, looked back at Dion. Then, with the unbothered dignity only lions possess, he walked away, just like that, disappeared into the grass as if nothing had happened. The tourists erupted, screaming, crying, clapping. Dion didn't celebrate. He was already moving. He reached the zebra in seconds. She was bleeding from her shoulder, exhausted, eyes wide with terror and pain. But she was alive. He spoke softly to her, low voice, steady hands. "Easy, easy, girl.
I've got you." She didn't run. She didn't kick. She just breathed, like she understood. Then Dion saw the foal again, still in the grass, still trembling, eyes blinking open for the very first time. A life that began in chaos, in danger, in the teeth of the wild. He knelt down and let out a long, slow breath. The foal lifted its head and looked directly at him. The reserve's veterinary team arrived within the hour. The mother's wounds were deep, but survivable. She was treated on the ground, stable and alert. The foal was examined, healthy, strong, impossibly perfect, against every odd, against the lion, against timing, against fate itself. Both of them made it. That evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, the reserve's camera caught something extraordinary. The mother zebra, bandaged, walking slowly, nuzzled her foal in the golden light. The foal pressed close, tiny hooves, enormous eyes, and somewhere out in the dark grass the old lion rested, as if the whole moment had been a plan none of them understood. Dion sat on the hood of his truck that night, staring out at the park he'd dedicated his life to. Someone asked him why he ran to it. He was quiet for a long moment. "I wasn't thinking. It was just instinct," he finally said. That foal is still alive today, growing strong on the same land where she drew her first breath in the shadow of a lion. And Dion still drives that same morning route every day, same trails, same trees, but now, every time he passed that dry riverbed, he slows down, just for a moment, because he knows what that patch of dust holds. The day a man outran instinct, outfaced a lion, and gave 2 lives back to the wild. That moment will live in that golden grass forever. If this story moved you, hit subscribe at the bottom right corner of your screen right now. Every week, we bring you the most powerful, real animal rescue stories from around the world, the ones that remind you what courage actually looks like. Don't miss the next one. Subscribe, and let's keep watching for the ones who can't speak for themselves.